Looking to save money in 2024? If so, you've come to the right place. Whether we're planning for a big purchase, seeking financial security, or simply aiming to be more frugal, it's important to have actionable steps to achieve our goals. In this video, we're going to share 20 effective tips to help you save money in 2024. From automating your savings to getting creative, these strategies are designed to make saving money efficient and easy. Before we get started though, hit that subscribe button to receive all the latest personal finance tips and tricks. Okay, let's get started. Tip number 1, automate your savings. This is a straightforward yet powerful strategy. Set up an automatic transfer to your savings account. Whether it's from your paycheck or your checking account, this ensures that a portion of your income is set aside before you even see it. By making savings a priority, you'll be surprised how quickly your nest egg can grow. Moving on to tip number 2, save your loose change. It might seem inconsequential, but those pennies and dimes add up. Consider getting a piggy bank or a jar to collect your loose change. Once it's full, deposit it into your savings account. Every little bit helps, and this habit can encourage you to be more mindful of your spending. Tip number 3, plan your grocery shopping. Avoid impulse buys by creating a list before you go shopping and stick to it. Additionally, try to eat before you shop to prevent hunger-driven purchases. Planning your meals for the week can also help you buy only what you need and reduce food waste. On to tip number 4, minimize restaurant spending. Eating out is convenient, but it can take a significant toll on your budget. Try to limit how often you dine out. Instead, consider cooking at home. You'll not only save money, but also have more control over what goes into your meals. Finally, tip number 5, get discounts on entertainment. Whether it's a movie, a concert, or a theme park, look for discounts before you buy tickets. Many venues offer reduced prices during off-peak times, or you can take advantage of group rates. There are also numerous apps and websites that offer deals on various forms of entertainment. 5 down, 15 more to go. Let's move on to the next set of tips. Moving on, tip number 6, map out your major purchases. This involves planning your big-ticket items in advance. Whether it's a new car, a holiday, or a home renovation, consider the costs and start saving early. This way, you can avoid impulse buys and ensure you're getting the best deal possible. Tip number 7, restrict online shopping. With the convenience of online marketplaces, it's easy to get carried away and overspend. Instead, try to limit your online purchases to necessary items only. And remember, just because it's on sale doesn't mean you need it. Next up, tip number 8, use the 30-day rule to delay purchases. If you find yourself eyeing a non-essential item, don't buy it immediately. Instead, wait 30 days. If after that time you still want the item, then consider purchasing it. You'll be surprised at how often you change your mind. Tip number 9, get creative with gifts. Presents don't always have to be store-bought. Homemade gifts can be just as meaningful, if not more so, and they can save you a pretty penny. Consider crafting, baking, or even writing a heartfelt letter. It's the thought that counts after all. Lastly, tip number 10, lower your car costs. If you own a car, consider how you can reduce its running expenses. This could be through regular maintenance to prevent costly repairs down the line, or by shopping around for the best insurance deal. And remember, using your car less means less fuel consumption and more savings. We're halfway through now. Keep listening for more money-saving advice. Tip number 11, reduce your gas usage. Here's the deal, folks. The less you drive, the less you spend on gas. It's as simple as that. Try carpooling, public transit, biking, or even walking when possible. You'll not only save money, but you'll also contribute to a greener planet. Moving on to tip number 12, bundle your cable and internet. Most providers offer significant discounts when you bundle services. So why pay separately for cable and internet when you can get both for less? Plus, it simplifies your bill-paying process. It's a win-win. Next up, tip number 13, switch your cell phone plan. With so many carriers out there, it's worth shopping around. Look for the best deal that meets your data, call, and text needs. And remember, don't pay for services you don't use. Now, tip number 14, reduce your electric bills. You'd be surprised at how much you can save by making small changes. Turn off lights when you leave a room. Unplug devices when they're not in use. Opt for energy-efficient appliances. Every little bit helps. Finally, tip number 15, lower your student loan payments. If you're carrying the burden of student debt, look into refinancing options. You might be able to get a lower interest rate, which can significantly reduce your monthly payments. That's money you can put towards your savings or other financial goals. There you have it, folks. We've covered 15 ways to save money so far, and we're not done yet. Just 5 more tips to go. Are you ready to hear the rest? Scene script. Tip number 16, cancel unnecessary subscriptions. Let's be honest, we all have subscriptions we hardly use. Perhaps it's that gym membership you haven't used in months, or the premium music streaming service you barely listen to. Take a closer look at your monthly expenses and start paring down. Each dollar saved here can add up to significant amounts over the year. Moving on to tip number 17, consider refinancing your mortgage. If you're a homeowner, this can be an effective way to lower your monthly payments and free up additional cash. However, it's important to do your homework. Understand the terms and conditions, and make sure the potential savings outweigh the costs of refinancing. Tip number 18, set clear savings goals. Whether it's for a vacation, a new car, or an emergency fund, having a target can help make saving money feel more like a mission rather than a chore. Break down your goal into manageable monthly or weekly savings targets and celebrate the small victories along the way. For tip number 19, we're talking about tracking your spending. It's easy to lose track of where your money goes, but keeping an eye on your expenditures can be a real eye-opener. There are numerous apps and tools available that can help automate this process. By identifying and cutting back on unnecessary expenses, you can significantly boost your savings. And finally, tip number 20, prioritize paying off high-interest debt. While saving is important, it's equally crucial to reduce your debt, especially the ones with high interest rates. By focusing on these debts first, you'll save money in the long run by reducing the amount of interest you pay. That's all 20 tips, but don't go just yet. We have one more important thing to share. That was a lot of information, wasn't it? But each tip is a stepping stone on your path to significant savings. Let's take a quick trip down memory lane and revisit these 20 tips. We started by automating transfers to your savings account, saving loose change, planning your grocery shopping, minimizing restaurant spending, and finding entertainment discounts. These actions alone can make a difference in your financial health. Next, we learned how to map out major purchases, restrict online shopping, apply the 30-day rule to delay purchases, get creative with gifts, and lower car costs. These strategies can help you avoid impulsive spending and unnecessary expenses. We also discussed reducing gas usage, bundling cable and internet, switching cell phone plans, reducing electric bills, and lowering student loan payments. Small adjustments in your daily routines can amount to big savings over time. Finally, we touched on the importance of canceling unnecessary subscriptions, refinancing mortgages, setting savings goals, tracking spending, and keeping your savings in a high-yield savings account. By keeping a keen eye on your financial activities, you can optimize your savings. Remember, these tips aren't just suggestions, they're practical steps towards a healthier financial future. They may seem small individually, but collectively, they can make a significant impact on your savings by the end of 2024. So don't wait for tomorrow. Start implementing these tips today, and before you know it, you'll be reaping the fruits of your efforts. Remember, every penny counts. Start implementing these tips today and see the difference in your savings by the end of 2024.